Hello, you're listening to Who Agrees with me, Paul Black.
And me, Kendra McPherson. And before we get started, once again, big thanks to our sponsor, Iola. Everyone here, be honest, who's trying to cut down on their phone screen time?
Well, I'll be vulnerable here and I'll be saying, see lately, I have been staying up to 1,000,000
Mm-hmm.
and I have been, as usual, frying my eyeballs.
So we're not trying to be judgmental. We don't want to shame anyone for excessive screen abuse. That's why we have the blue light lenses. So if you want to abuse that screen, you do so carefully with the blue light lenses.
Yes, which you can order from the link in our episode notes. And look, I will be wearing them, and I normally do, but I'll be honest, last night when I was up to 1,000,000,000, I actually wasn't wearing them, hence why my eyes currently look like that old Instagram filter that you used to have called Beefy Eyes.
I remember that very well, actually.
I miss it.
It's about being kinder to your eyes.
Yeah.
On these dark winter nights, be kind to your eyes.
And let me ask you this. What is something you want to be spending a dark winter night doing?
Watching Primate.
And what is Primate? That was a nice smoothly done.
Before we started, I said to Paul, do you want me to talk about Primate? And Paul said, you want to talk about Primate.
It was clear.
I do. So...
And I say, I don't know what Primate is. I know that's a film.
Yeah, so until last night when I went to the cinema, I didn't know what Primate was either. One of our friends messaged me saying, Kendra, do you want to see Primate? And I thought, well, obviously the title is speaking to me in my interest. I didn't know anything about it. Anyway, watched the trailer last night. Apparently it's like an insanely horrendous, scary horror film about a monkey, and it's called Primate. It's got 99% on Rotten Tomatoes. It did one of those,
Based on one review by Kendra McPherson.
Do you know one of those? I love when they do them actually still. Like, it feels quite old school when the trailer is just recordings of people in the cinema reacting to the film, and they're all in like green, like Paranormal Activity vibes.
I was just about to say Paranormal Activity,
and everyone
marketing.
was and one of the taglines for it was like, it basically was saying like we were looking out for people that jumped out their seat, but nobody stayed in their seat because apparently this film about this monkey is so scary, right? So obviously I need to see it, but before I even see it, and maybe I'll eat my words, but what I want to say is it could not scare me. If that happened to me, whatever the plot of this film is, it wouldn't scare me, it would enlighten me.
And do we know, is it a killer monkey?
I'm assuming it has murderous tendencies because
zombie monkey,
because
maybe?
It's a horror. But the trailer genuinely didn't give much away, which I thought was quite interesting. But it's really been heralded as a very scary film. So it's my civic duty to tell the world what I think about Primate.
And your God-given right.
Absolutely, as a woman. So I'll be there reviewing front and centre. They should have had me at the premiere.
If there was one, it might not have happened yet.
True, it could still happen. I should be the correspondent.
Leicester Square.
Yeah, I should be the correspondent. I'm the correspondent at the premiere of Primate, and I'm also the publicist of the character Primate as well.
Played by who? I think we maybe should have found out more about the film, but I think it's good that we don't know.
They genuinely didn't give much away in the trailer, and then it also got me thinking, which we've definitely discussed before, and is definitely a meme of sorts, but I've got a piggyback on it, and I want to know what you think about this, right? So obviously remember there was a meme and we all thought the same, which was like, I thought when they said brands did animal testing, there was a monkey in a lab with blusher on.
Yeah, which
right?
Still waiting for someone to tell me what
and
the
lipstick and mascara and full beat, right? Which doesn't feel like abusive. It feels like glamazon. Anyway.
Female phenomenon.
So I was thinking about this recently when I was thinking about Primate, and then I remembered something I thought, which isn't true, and I wonder if you feel the same or you see my rationale. So whenever I was younger, if I saw a pre-theatre menu option, I believed that in order to get the menu from that restaurant, I had to be going to the theatre after. And I really thought that that's the only way I can get this menu or attend this restaurant, is if I've got a theatre show after. I didn't have a lot of them. They were in short supply. So I avoided pre-theatre menus. And now I realise that's not true.
Well, that's exactly how I felt.
Is that true?
Absolutely. I'm not just saying that. And still, again, much like animal testing, I still don't know the truth.
So
Is it just before a certain time?
Yes.
okay, just say before 7 menu.
Everybody wants to make everything harder.
Yeah. You've
And I would go
mystified
to the
me.
theatre. I
You've
love the
lost
theatre.
me. You've lost me for years
Yeah.
because I could have been hitting up pre-theatre spots non-stop, but instead I was scared because I had no theatre to go to.
And actually, let's talk about accessibility in the
Yeah.
arts.
Yeah. What about pre-sitting watching the telly because you can't afford anything else menu?
Yep. And they want to shut us out and keep us down
And
by
it
using
worked.
language that we don't understand, a tactic that they've used for years.
Yes, it's true. So that reminded me of the monkey and the animal test. It's kind of the same ilk, isn't it?
Pre-theatre, right? Is it a set menu normally?
I think so.
Mm.
Not that I would know because I haven't been, obviously.
Yes.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Mr. Theatre. How often have you been to the theatre?
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking
Yeah.
about how often I've been for dinner.
He treads the boards.
I've been to the theatre 10 plus times.
Really, I want to go to the theatre more. Do you know what I was actually
You
thinking?
should.
It's something that I really kind of sidestep, and I don't know why
I
because
don't
I
know
know
why
I would
either.
love it.
Well, let's go to something at the Citizens Theatre because
I
I've been
would like
dying
to-
go to see something. Oh, a
Jean
prime of Miss Jean
Brodie.
Brodie, yeah.
Miss Jean Brodie's
I think-
on.
I think it's the end of this year
I
because
would
I,
love
sent
to
you
go
that.
to that because you know, obviously, my
Yeah.
affiliation with her, Mr. Lowther.
I don't know the story.
Well, it was one of my higher drama pieces.
No, I know that. Sorry, I mean, I
Yeah.
wasn't like not getting the reference right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know the play or whatever. I
Yeah,
don't
so
know the,
I remember
and
when
who is Miss Jean Brodie when she's at home?
she was played by Thingamabobber.
Maggie Smith.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And she was nominated for an Oscar for
Yeah,
it.
she was,
See,
really,
that's my
she was very
Oscar
good.
trivia.
She was and I remember studying that very, very hard for my drama higher. So I feel like that would be very satisfying to see on the stage.
Yeah, I think I would go to that.
I think the last thing I actually, which is in keeping again with my higher drama, I saw we went to Crucible Ballet. Remember?
that was good.
I think that was the last thing I seen. I don't really go to plays or that.
Well, see, to be honest, we have like with the Citizens Theatre was closed for 5 years or 6 years or something, and well, obviously we've had theatre, the Tron Theatre and whatever has stuff on quite a lot. I've seen quite a lot recently.
You do
actually.
go quite often,
yeah,
actually.
but like generally, it's not as if you're no like looking for it. It's maybe hard to come across.
Yeah.
and know what's on. So you
Mhm.
just need to look at it.
No, I do. I want to do more of that.
And let me tell you this: what are we having pre-theatre for the Prime of Miss Jean Brodie China Booth King?
Yeah.
That doesn't exist anymore.
Does it not? Oh, what? And surely
there'll
something
be
of that
one.
ilk does.
A Subway.
Yeah, I've not
pre-theatre menu.
actually had a Subway for ages, and I could really go one. But I'm trying. No, I'm trying to veer away from takeaways at the moment because Christmas
Takeaways.
was just a very gluttonous, globulous time. And as
Oh,
we,
we're out of the woods of that. That's ages ago.
I know, but it's still, but the
It'll-
feelings are still felt
Yeah.
because I go.
I think it's true and legal to have one takeaway a week.
Yeah, was it you and I? Yeah, you and I were talking about this the other day when I waste my takeaways on hungover times when I should have them when I'm just like completely normal because then I would appreciate them more and not struggle through them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But speaking of, I know we were talking about the other week about how I took a full Nando's into the cinema.
Yeah.
I want to just speak quickly about Jack O'Connell's role in 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple.
Which, by the way, nobody told me was coming
Yeah,
out.
this has totally went over your head.
Why didn't run that past me? Because you wait a long time. I'm not going to say 28 years because it's not true.
Yeah.
Is it? No. For the more one that came out last year.
Yeah,
And then suddenly they're like, oh, we'll just release another
because they're
one.
literally B2B, like it's a
It's like
continuation
the
of that
Fame
story.
and the Fame monster.
Yeah, like it's back to back, which I actually like because then I hadn't forgotten the film. But I won't get too much into the plot because I know you've not seen it yet, and I don't want any spoilers. All I'm saying is Jack O'Connell's Scottish voice is fucking tremendously hilarious. He is so good and so
I've seen
versatile.
a clip. Well, I've heard that accent.
So good.
It's funny.
It's
Is it
so
not a
funny.
bit like this?
It's
or
like-
is it like
Yeah, kind of.
Edinburgh?
But I don't know how to describe it. It doesn't come in and out in a bad way, but it's got a lot of variation because there's a lot of humour in it. But the bit that's just sticking out to me is talking about Teletubbies, and he goes like that. They've got tellies in their tummies. Like it's so overly, and it's just too good.
But you know, I normally
It made me want to go
limited.
back blonde.
And if you've seen the film and you know the context of that, I'll leave it at that. But no, I am love Jack Connell, love Pink. Always loved Jack O'Connell so much. And did you see that TikTok that said me aged 12 after picking Cook over Freddie.
It's so true.
But that's...
Imagine
you picked Freddie.
I was never invested in it. But then Freddie's very attractive.
Yeah, he's hot, but like the truth of the matter is, it's always been Cook.
Cook was
Before
a
it
tart with a
us, it was
heart. He
Cook.
was a tart with a heart.
Do you know what I think why we all fancied Cook for Skins is because he represents that type of guy that no matter what he does, he can be the cheekiest cunt in the world, but you just cannot escape charisma.
Yeah, that is so true.
And you go, they're a fucking pain in the arse. Actually, they really fucking
yeah, you
annoyed me
can't
that night.
escape charisma.
And then they win you back like that.
Yeah, you can run, you can hide, but you cannot escape my charisma. It's true.
That is so weird that you say that, right? Because obviously that's very close to, but you can't escape my love.
Yeah.
Enrique Iglesias. We were writing down ideas of things to talk about in this episode, and I just felt compelled to write Heartbeat, Nicole Scherzinger and Enrique. I can feel your heartbeat.
That's a really good one, actually.
When I worked in my milkshake van, as I keep referencing in Silverburn, that played every day.
I love that one. And also
the
just...
video where the like red heartbeat was pulsating
Well,
at their bodies.
Why is everything aligning
Sexia.
so nicely with what I wanted to mention to you there? And I want to know if you remember. So we're talking about Skins.
Yeah.
And Freddie's sister, remember,
Yeah.
was in the talent competition, and her fabled song was S to
aye.
S with you.
We've definitely spoke about ass to ass in this.
There's no
and
way we haven't.
Also, it came up on my TikTok like yesterday.
Yeah, it's having a resurgence.
S
to S with you.
And I loved saying, I'm Emily fucking Finch. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, all
That-
very good. She was, yeah, no, they were this. They were in that.
Katie
I thought
and-
they were further along, but they're not.
And let me ask you this. Do you remember Naomi from Skins?
Of course I do.
Quite a random character. I'm not like anyone.
No,
goes,
she was a
"Loved."
grounding character. She
Yeah.
was very grounded.
Well, she's doing well now.
Yeah, she was very grounded. And I feel like whenever because that's where that's where he got his big break from. I was like,
Aye.
what a varied career you've had. And he's also very low key. Did you see recently someone was interviewing him and they asked him why he didn't have Instagram? And he was like, I've got a garden to look after. Like, I'm a gardener.
And there he gets you back.
And he's got a 5-year-old Wayne, to be fair.
And let me tell you, do you remember when last year it must have been, I was in London with my mum, my sister, and I texted the group chat and I was like, I've just walked past Jack O'Connell.
Oh, did
She's like,
you?
"To the subway." And I texted our friend Rowan straight away because I was like,
She's very in love with
and
him.
I realised in that moment, I'd almost kind of briefly forgot that I was in love with him because it was just not coming up day to day.
He's aging very well,
Nice.
maturing like a fine cheddar.
He is. He
Yeah.
is indeed. Well, good for him. Happy for his Scottish accent. Obviously, I'm quite. I take it really personal when actors do Scottish accents because I think it triggers the whole thing of like just because we never get opportunities the same as other
There were
people in
real
Scotland.
Glaswegian voices in the film, though.
Jack O'Connor's fine, I would not. He's allowed to
Yeah,
do
there were
whatever he
real,
wants.
actual real ones,
That's
though.
good. Real humans, Glaswegians.
Yeah.
But he. But when that happens, I do get annoyed just because I know like how fucking overlooked Scotland is in creative industries all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And every time someone comes in and does the accent badly, I'm going, and that could have been a Scottish actor.
Yeah, actually doing it.
and
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna name names, right? Because I know what will happen. One day we're gonna hit the big time, and I'll run into an actor, and they'll be like, "Someone sent me a clip of you talking about me badly."
Oh, yeah, never name.
Especially if one of them's about to win a Best Actress
Who
Oscar.
do you think, though, conversely, has done a very good, convincing Scottish accent? There will be ones.
There is.
Saoirse Ronan, I think, is quite good.
I've not seen that run.
I think she's good.
I
But it's a
think
different type of
hers
Scottish
was
accent.
good because was it not meant to be like? Oh,
yeah,
it's
but
kinda,
despotic, yeah.
and I always say Paul Mescal and After Sun was good because it was like a bit more generic, posh Edinburgh.
Yeah, which is a bit more easy
Like,
to do.
Sophie, come on
Yeah,
now.
yeah, that's
I actually
true.
watched it on a plane, rewatched it on a plane.
Do you know what
recently,
I've not
and
watched? I've never watched it again since first
Yeah,
watching
because
it.
why would you? Because you're literally like, oh, so devastated. But I just thought I've not watched it in ages, and I was thinking about a scene for it, and I wanted to watch it again. I didn't even watch the full thing. It's on iPlayer, so I
Oh,
downloaded
maybe
it
I'll-
for
yeah.
the plane back for Romania, and I was watching a bit of it, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot his voice. It's literally like this, Sophie.
Yeah, it is quite
But
like that.
it does sound real. But look, love Maxine Peake, and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
You never have to apologise for it. Come on. Sorry.
They do sound nice. Like, see, when you hear a Scottish accent, though, even though you hear them all the fucking time because we live here, but I mean, like, on the screen or whatever you are, it is pleasant to me. It feels gratifying.
Yeah, it is, but I want it to be a Scottish person.
Yeah,
It's a bit of Jack O'Connell. No,
Yeah.
and I don't mean it. I do actually genuinely like. I know it's hard to do, and I like anytime I do an English like. When I was doing stand up the other day, there was a whole bit where I'm doing an English accent, and I could feel it dipping in and out, and being good at points, and being terrible at points. And
You're
obviously
very
English,
good at accents and impressions, though. That's not
don't know.
that's not my strong suit.
if I don't practice them, I'm not.
I'm good at doing like sound bites. Like, obviously, I'm good at.
If you can do a direct
You
quote.
got the job on the technicality of a
Yeah,
legend
yeah.
who recommended you. Like, I'm good at Andy
But that
Tate.
means you can do the accent, but it means that like you would just need to practice it more because
Yeah.
like that is just learning a phrase and that
You're a
shows you can do
fool.
it.
You are nothing. Good
That was-
night.
And then what's he doing now, Lorenzo? Why did you look so upset there when I asked that? You were like, what the fuck? He was laughing away, then he just went, Andy Tate.
It made me think about him. I feel like he's probably a
Well,
sad
the
figure now.
World Stone Raider as well.
No, I couldn't be arsed with.
These men have flamed out, I think. of popular
Surely they're
culture.
like a lad Bible
He was
correspondent.
approaching death.
I think I've seen him recently
Where?
on a video.
Andy Tate's got
No, Andy Tate's not approaching death. I was talking about the Wellstone Raider.
he's part of a YouTube channel, a Man United YouTube channel.
Okay,
Good.
I must get on.
I hope he's making a wee bit of money. Oh, Lorenzo's watching a video now, but I'm just saying, it's playing out loud.
That was the YouTube channel.
Aye, well done to everybody in the cinema world, and I'm
Agree.
proud of them.
You will need to go and see it because it is very good.
Yeah, I will. I'll definitely go and see it. But I'll be honest, I'm much more focused at this present time on a kind of movie we all seem to skim over. And I've not actually seen it, but I have heard the song, and that song is SpongeBob, pants okay. No,
I cannot-
big guy, SpongeBob, pants okay.
I cannot believe that I was only privy to this information today during this record. Like, you know, I am a goofy goober.
Yeah.
So why did I not know about this? And then when I seen the SpongeBob poster the other night, I was like, I am abandoning
It's
my duties.
It's been poorly rated. But,
Has it?
But Ice Spice did step up to the plate, and when she had to say, big guy, SpongeBob, pants okay.
Even I'm struggling with that one, and I am as loose as they come.
What did I say? I said, Susan, Sontag, notes on camp okay. And has anybody in the world said that yet?
In this room, no.
In the world, come
Yeah,
on.
maybe. I know. I love wondering
Notes
that when I
on
say
camp
something.
okay. Me at the Met Gala.
I do. I need to kind of get on track with this SpongeBob thing because I don't want it to slip through my fingers before I've been able to understand it.
Do you know what I realised? I had a very inaccurate view of the timeline of SpongeBob, right? Because to me, I didn't have Nickelodeon and all that growing up. So to me, I seen SpongeBob for the first time when it eventually got licensed to be on CITV
Oh yeah,
really late on. So I thought it was new.
No, it's been SpongeBob was
It's
going
for
from
the
when I was
90s.
from when I was, and it's so funny.
Good, it's
like
good.
it's so funny. I love it so much.
And who do you like the best?
Well, SpongeBob obviously is probably my
Plankton.
favorite. No, Karen, my computer wife.
yeah.
I love Karen and I love Sandy Cheeks.
And Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, Mr. Krabs is a nightmare.
Sandy Cheeks is a shite character.
But I love it. Mr. Krabs is a fucking nightmare. Who else?
Pearlie's daughter, she's nice.
Yeah, no, it's all about you, Pearl, on your 16th birthday. That's very good. And obviously,
King.
Patrick is so good.
Yeah.
All the civilians on SpongeBob are really funny as well in their own ways.
I just think they have such a funny face.
Yeah, and just think about this Krabby Patty. That's so good.
Let's think about this world building.
Yeah.
And that is the best
Bikini
example.
Bottom.
It's so good.
The way I'm acting like this is the first time I've ever had this conversation. Every time I talk about SpongeBob, I act like I've never spoken about it before. David Hasselhoff being in the film. Let's talk about it.
Blending animation with real life.
Daring.
And do you know what? I tweeted something once and I thought it was going to bang and it did all right.
What was
And I
it?
think back then I had higher expectations. Like I would think something would flop if it was a flop if it only got 1,000 likes.
Uh-huh.
Now I would thank you everyone.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. Times have changed, algorithms have changed, peaks have been met.
Yeah,
fallen
and now
from.
we're in a trough.
And I remember tweeting that clip Lorenzo, you'll know it from The Simpsons when Homer walks through into the other dimension and he's in real life and it's like real humans. It's like an episode of The Simpsons and he goes through like a kind of portal or whatever it is in it, and he's just walking down like a street in America with real people, not animated people, but he's animated walking amongst them, and it's really horrible.
It's brave.
But it's amazing. But see, I tweeted once and said, this is what the first couple of seasons of Drag Race feel like to me, because they used to have them out and about in the streets doing challenges.
No, like
away from
America's
the
Next Top
studio.
Model.
Yeah, like going down the street and finding things for dumpsters for drag. And like, I don't know if they did that. I think they did.
But then RuPaul's, like, Drag Race is very insular in the way that it's like so studio.
It's where it's at.
Maybe, but yeah, the thought of them being out, like, doing all that doesn't necessarily click for me.
I thought it would be funnier to people.
Yeah.
But I found its community. And can I tell you a problem I'm having lately?
Yeah.
I keep coming across Americans saying niche like niche.
I heard this the
What's
other day.
going on?
Where did I hear this? One of them, oh my God, I was watching something on the telly.
No.
I was watching something on the telly and someone said niche, and me and my boyfriend both turned around to each other and went niche. Oh, that's going to annoy me so much. And I was like,
I
what?
think there's a rising of it.
This is not true.
I seen someone TikTok saying you just need to find your niche, and I was
And
like,
this is coming
I
from
won't be.
someone who says words frequently very incorrect, i.e. last week on the pod I said balty instead of bolty. But I cannot accept niche.
Niche is ridiculous.
While you were doing niche, I was in making moves. Like, it doesn't make sense.
And I just think, I actually seen someone else, it just keeps coming up, right? And I seen someone, it was like on one of those late shows in America, and a celebrity was getting interviewed, and someone said something about niche. I think it was that Mary Beth Barone on red carpet.
I promise you it was something else, because I was shocked. But the fact that you've said it was something else I saw it in the telly, but the fact you've said it means, but are we getting duped and swindled here? Or is this just going to trickle down into our brains?
This is always tricky, because it's going, it could be like, actually we're wrong,
No,
but
Paul,
we are
we're
doing
not.
the popular thing.
Paul, we're not. It's
You can be
niche.
popularly wrong.
It's, yeah, absolutely. You can be popularly wrong, but I'm telling you right now, it's niche.
The populist vote.
You do not find your niche.
What about this first past the post?
Love when I got explain the first past the post system and standard grade modern studies exam.
And do you remember it to this day?
First past the
Because
post.
I don't.
It's when the majority of the votes. It's the first party to get the majority of votes basically wins.
We should have a podcast called The Rest is Fuck All.
Yeah, the rest has been a stupid cunt. No, do you know what annoys me so much though? I say this all the time about my memory and stuff. Like, I just forget stuff. Like, day-to-day things, yes, I'll remember, but see, in terms of like actual knowledge, like I at one point could say that back to front, tell you every in business studies I could tell you every single type
LLC.
of industrial action that you could take. The only one I remember right now is a go slow.
But it's weird, because if you don't revise, it's obviously
You need to revise.
repetition,
Exactly.
repetition for everything in the world. That's how it works. But I have noticed there is some things. I remember how to answer my higher geography question about malaria that was 12 points, and you had to hit 12 points exactly to get every mark. And I remember it all because my teacher was insane and was like, I think I've spoke about this in the podcast, but he was like, made us learn all the curriculum in the first 3 months and spend the rest of the year revising. That was his approach, and it really worked, because I could tell you right now of all different and assess different methods of containing malaria and preventing it in areas, and one of them, which I'm so sure I've told you, is spraying egg whites on stagnant water.
You did.
And let me tell you, that's one of the least effective ones, because it's just impractical.
But wait, and then what do you do with the water?
Well, it stops them from laying their larvae and all that.
Oh, right. So
Prevention.
better than cure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know that one.
Yeah.
true.
I just
Skincare.
get annoyed because I feel like I had all this knowledge in my head at one point and I don't have it
Oh,
anymore.
you'll know this. What is photosynthesis?
Or the
Process by which?
I'll tell you where it takes place the most in a minute. Photosynthesis is the changing of energy, turning it into light.
I was hoping for a like regurgitated answer. Photosynthesis is the process by which green plants in the light produce food.
And the Palisade mesophyll.
Oh, I have not heard that name in years.
Damn.
And what about this? Osmosis.
And have you heard of this little thing called Staphylococcus aureus?
No.
That's off of home ec.
Oh.
And that is when you get a bacteria infection from not cleaning your plates properly.
That's nice.
Wow.
But I want to talk about osmosis.
That's nice. Osmosis is Osmosis is that bitch because you can say osmosis
say it all the
day
time.
to day,
Yeah.
so you understand what it means better. And that's what they need to do with science. They need to take the jargon and make it relatable so that we can understand what it means and we can pedal back brain rot, because our vocabulary is dwindling because we're just saying it's given all the time.
Yeah.
But if we were saying Staphylococcus aureus has got me by the throat here or whatever, we would sound a bit more intelligent.
Nucleus.
Oh, love the nucleus.
And nucleus you can use as well in more sentences.
Yes,
than
you can.
think.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Let's bring it to the fore.
I'm glad you brought up brain rot there because it has made me think how far we've strayed from God's light, because I know this isn't a hot take or anything, but like, see when people talk about like language that they use in pop culture that started in like ballroom culture in the 80s, 90s, started by mostly like black trans women, and then a decade passed and then it went to like white gay people.
Yeah.
And then a decade passed and then Drag Race started, and then it went to white gay people, more white gay people and their friends.
Yeah.
And then how do we get to the point where the straightest person you've ever met in your life, who probably bullied you in school, is saying it's giving matcha boots down?
It is so true.
How did we get here?
It's so true.
It's so
The
late.
power of language.
It's so fucking late.
But also, you know
Even
what?
you would feel that as someone that's been engaged in culture and spent more time than you should have around gay people and most of your life. How can you be hearing people saying it's giving and it's slaying for the first time? And someone in 2026 for the first time said it's
Slay.
giving or slay for the first time.
Slay.
We're talking coming on 3 decades of usage of that word.
Yeah, it's scary actually when you think about it.
That's terrifying.
I think I'm gonna die in this house. Haus.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. That's how I've been feeling for many years.
And
But
listen, Kendra, even when she was young, she always did that.
I
I'm doing
had
clicking with you.
knew gay boys when I was in primary 5.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
And that look where you are now. Exactly.
Exactly. But another thing that's concerning me recently, and that's actually having an immediate effect on my ability to communicate, is what do you do if you cannot use the word vibe? I'm asking myself, I'm asking the audience. So even in work settings now, if I'm trying to explain something, in the absence of the word vibe, really struggle. Now, I don't mean like, guys, this is a vibe. I mean like, if I'm trying to say, we're just looking for a kind of
sense the vibe.
Vibe.
Oh, right.
Like, do you know what I mean? In the absence of the word, I wouldn't know what to do. And I just feel like that's
think it's
scary.
fine.
Do you think?
I think vibe, obviously people might use it and annoy me. The thing, like, and I don't ever want to be like fucking, what's it called, old man yells at cloud. Like, I always say, you need to roll with the times, of course, but there is something so unsettling about an influencer voice and hand gestures. It's the clapping like this while you're talking about anything. Doing this, the one as well, which is definitely, and I don't think people realise it, taken from black culture, is when people do this with the hands and point behind them and move their shoulders, or like get that man to fuck or something. Like, I'm seeing a Scottish lassie doing that.
I haven't noticed that.
Have you never noticed that? Like,
So
clapping your hands and pointing behind you.
I do hear a lot about
It's so, like, just stop.
about influencer voice. What I've noticed a lot more of, and I don't know if there was a memo circulated in that community or people just kind of like noticed it and continued on the theme. I have noticed a tendency for people in that line of work to, or with that type of presence on social media, to now make themselves almost goofy.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean? So they maybe went from trying to be a little bit more like serious and like to now they're like quirky vibes. And I'm like, maybe they were quirky before and they were pretending not to be.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I think that maybe there's been a bit of a call now, and that because of the way the world is, maybe the way that people view things, and like there's a lot going on that makes some people's lifestyle habits that they project maybe look a bit like, this isn't really relevant to me or my life. So now they're trying to be a bit more real.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Which I think is a good, nice
But
thing.
then it's not
but
real
is
if
it
it's not
authentic?
true.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what keeps coming back to inauthentic. That's what I've realised is the problem I have with everything. It's at the core of it. If there's anything that annoys me, I realise that's what it comes back to. I'm just like, just be real. Be real with me for real.
But that is the language thing is interesting. I even notice that about myself. I'm like, what the actual fuck am I talking about when I'm saying certain things?
Look, right.
It's giving is a big offender for me.
Did you see what I wrote in the group chat the other night?
What?
I had to look at myself in the mirror and said, enough. So I know I've just flagged this, but I'm part of it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I
We're
was-
holding up a mirror to ourselves.
I was talking about a situation that someone had just told me about, and I said it's giving cognitive dissonance, the Rusical, the re-up, the movie, Act 3,
Matcha edition.
Boots.
The
Like,
house.
and I thought, and enough.
That's insane.
Enough. And just to break that down for you,
Rusical is really good though, and I really
Aye.
do love
to break that down
Rusical.
for you if you don't understand, but also like this is the problem because I'm surrounded by so many people who I would say that they wouldn't even look up for their phones.
Yes,
Because
that's so
that
true.
is just the problem.
Yeah.
But let me break that down for you to tell you what that actually means. So obviously cognitive dissonance is fine because that makes sense.
Yeah,
That's not a brain
tick.
rot thing. Tick. Okay way to speak. Next part, the Rusical. So obviously I'm just trying to emphasize how much
Yeah.
it is cognitive dissonance what's
Yeah.
going on. So therefore the Rusical, which actually is a musical
It's a full-on production.
performed on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yes.
So they'll do something, the Rusical. The re-up, that comes from Nicki Minaj having Pink Friday, the re-up.
I actually
Or-
didn't know that one.
No.
No.
Roman Reloaded, the re-up,
No,
sorry.
I didn't know that one.
Aye, and it was just an extended edition of her album.
Right.
But it's the re-up.
Uh-huh.
It's happening again. And then what was the next part? The movie.
Oh, D movie is
And
good.
that comes from Mrs. Brown's Boys, the movie, which they called the movie because
movie.
that's how she
Yeah.
speaks. And also, also, the problem with that is
The
again,
movie
we're getting
is
the
so funny.
and that's what. But it's all just emphasis because it's not just Mrs. Brown's Boys; it's Mrs. Brown's Boys, the movie. Do you see? And then Act 3.
I see, yeah.
Act 3 is
see?
obviously Beyonce's up and coming album of her trilogy of albums.
What was that called?
Act 3, it's not got a name
Oh,
yet.
I didn't know
Because
that.
it's Renaissance, Act 1.
Ah.
Cowboy Carter, Act 2.
Get ya. D movie always does
Oh.
travel well.
And you just told me about something that I had to look up, which was Ultimate Brain Rot, the
What?
Molly May.
Yes, I informed you about that. That is a very, very, very funny clip because it is almost. Do you know what I actually find about? Because I am dipping in and out of the Molly May doc on Amazon when it comes on.
I
and
want to, but the thing is, I have watched it, right? Because I actually do enjoy things like that, and I
Same.
don't watch them just to slag them. Or
No,
be
I
rude.
enjoy it. I'm
But
interested.
there was a point where I just had to go enough. Like I can't handle like I'm just a single mum. I'm not saying it's not hard to like. No, that sounds really bad.
No, I get what you mean though.
No,
It's
I'm
not
saying-
that it's like when Kim Kardashian says she's a single mum,
Aye.
it's like you're not in partnership, but you're
Yeah.
not like the term
Read
single
the
mum,
room.
it's like it's not necessarily
Read
yes.
the Nation.
Factually, yes, you are not partnered with the father
Yeah.
of your children and he is not present or whatever, but it does not come with the same difficulties that single mothers, you know, at the
And,
very
like,
base level deal with.
When you experience that, I'm like, that's quite
Yeah.
a world away from my
It's a
experience of growing up
different
with a single
setup.
mum. Like it feels
Yeah.
a bit tone deaf sometimes.
yeah.
And the perspex caught.
Yeah. But
But apart from that.
I was really, really laughing the clip that when they were talking about a pair of trainers and the colorway of the trainers, and in earnest, she said, I feel like it's given, like, you're either a matcha girly or you're an iced coffee girly, and this kind of like choose if you want to have the matcha shoes or the iced coffee shoes. And then like the creative people around her in the team are literally like, oh my God, yeah.
And they're
That's
going,
it. That's it.
They're going,
And you're
yeah,
like,
you're a match girl or you're a nice latte girl.
but also, to me, that actually provides quite a lot of freedom because I think ideas that are so shit can actually be good.
Yeah,
That's
it's
true.
true.
If you say them with conviction and you have the right people that want to push them forward, it can be good.
And let me tell you, Matt, I need to stop saying let me tell you. Fuck me. I start every sentence with it. The Costa adjacent to me, my local Costa.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's Scotland wide, but it's finally started selling matches. So I'm interested.
I'm surprised that they didn't do that sooner.
And when I was in London in December, I got one for Costa. Terrible.
Yona.
£6. 6. I've never had a £6 coffee.
That's quite, that
I've
is
obviously
a,
never been a rock singer.
that's quite a lot. I've actually not had a match
It
in a
was
while,
shite.
but I have got my own whisk.
But they're not whisking it in Costa.
What are they doing
They
there?
obviously have some sort of...
All like pre-made vibe.
And maybe they whisked it once upon a time, but I doubt it. And they're like... I'll be honest, I like a matcha that has syrup over gloopy fruit. Like, like having strawberry, like...
Yeah.
roux.
My ideal,
Not a
you don't
roux.
want it lingering round the
What
bottom.
do I mean?
What do you mean?
Like a fruit that you could like actually scoop up. Like not a roux, what would you call a compote?
a compote.
Something like that.
Yeah, it is that.
I don't like them ones. I like when it tastes like a strawberry
I
yasu, so
like-
I've just started buying strawberry
Yeah, I
yasu.
prefer I prefer when it's like a white chocolate one. I don't, but my really childish aversion to fruit, it stands in my way a lot of the time, and I want to
It's
say
something
I'm,
I can never. It just doesn't make sense.
I want to say I'm getting over it, but I'm absolutely not. Like I'm
and
no
when I
further
say it
forward.
doesn't make sense, I don't mean like just because like I can't believe you don't eat fruit. I mean it doesn't make sense for you.
No, it doesn't.
Who the hell can't eat a strawberry but it's eating a butterbean?
No, never.
I'll tell you who.
I can't eat a strawberry unless it's under a chocolate fountain.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
And
to me,
even
innit?
then, I'll try and suck it off as far as I can. I can get the chocolate and then just leave it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just not.
A blueberry?
No.
I
Don't
thought
even
even
get
in,
me
like, a
started on
healthy
the
way.
ones that have got hairs on them, raspberries and all that.
Blackberries.
Can't stand kiwis. Kiwis? Kiwis,
Can I
perverted
tell you-
fucks.
The thing that has really improved my life was last year when I learned you can just eat a kiwi skin.
Oh, hell no.
I'm eating that MFR non-stop, gobbling it away.
We hate it. No, I
but
would
you
not.
get my girlfriend's obsessed with the golden kiwis and red kiwis.
What do they do?
They're not furry. So you just chomp away at them.
I don't know about them.
Seeds, though.
But
They're dear though.
can I ask a question? Be honest, right? Who do you think, like day to day throughout the week, is eating a plum? I don't think MD is, but they're selling them. Maybe if you're having like a duck and plum sauce.
Are they, because obviously this isn't my wheelhouse, are plums a pick up a ball, bite in a ball?
Aye.
So why are they not, if they're portable and
They've
they're
got
easy?
a kind of waxy tomato-like texture
Yeah,
on the
I've-
outside, but
they
even
look
chewier.
satisfying.
They're like the type of thing you would bite into and get all the juice all over your face, and then the skin would be hanging.
What do you think's the least like a fruit?
Gooseberry.
Do you think?
A gooseberry and cinnamon yogurt.
Do you th-
No, there's ones that piss me off when I say it because I was like, never heard it. Do you remember when we used to have to, I would go to the co-op every day, there would be, like in the next to the milk, there would be a gooseberry treat or something it was called.
yeah,
I don't know, like a peach. I feel like peaches and plums.
yeah. But you think it's because they're not really like in season here a lot? Maybe they're more like in a hotter climate type of fruit.
Have I ever told you of one of my most
Figs.
Figs.
Figs
People
are
are into
beautiful, but not
Have I ever
my
told
scene.
you about one of my most trying to avoid conflict moments in my life and failing? Is once I was out with my family and we were in a garden centre, which I love to be eating in. And my auntie that I was with had ordered a strawberry. When the woman said any tea, like we'd finished eating, she was like, "Do you want any cakes or tea or coffee?" My auntie was like, "Oh, do you have any strawberry tarts? I'd like a strawberry tart." And the woman just went, "Do we have it's not strawberry season."
Shut up.
Like it's in like you fucking did you really think it was strawberry season? and I remember being like, oh no, this is not going to be good. Nothing kicked off, but I do remember my auntie shutting down in that moment and not engaging. And then when you have to pick up the slack of someone that's saying you're going, okay, oh of course it's no strawberry season. Fucking shut up. When the fuck's bastard
You
strawberry
can
season?
always get strawberry. I mean, obviously there's times where
Sometimes
they're better, obviously. But I mean, I feel like strawberries. I mean, do you know what though? As I keep saying, why am I even speaking on the subject? Because I'm so disengaged from fruits. No, bananas. I smash them up with a hammer. I squash them up and make them into a pancake.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that.
They're nice like
I'm
that.
not a banana. I'm not a banana.
I would do banana, mashed up, egg, cinnamon, vanilla essence, like thingy it all up and then put it in a small pan and make a nice banana pancake and then put chocolate chips.
You don't even need flour or that, so it's good for you.
Yeah, oh no, 1 tablespoon of flour, sorry.
Okay.
It's very
She needs flour.
Yeah, I need flour.
I have more like a banana egg.
Yeah, I don't want it like that.
Something that's been that's a total different subject.
Yeah,
Sorry, I
that's
didn't have a segue, but I want to talk about the Zara Larsson assonance.
She back.
Lorenzo, have you noticed Zara Larsson rising back into the forefront of pop culture lately?
I don't know if I've noticed did she dip after the...
She didn't dip in my eyes, but
No.
like, have you noticed her being more present?
I would say so, yeah.
You've seen a lot of her.
Yeah,
Have you
Yeah.
heard Midnight Sun?
of course.
Yeah.
Well, I just need to ask because I engage like see
Yeah,
on
you
a-
want to see if it's travelling across
Aye.
for you pages, don't
It's like
you?
when I asked you if you've heard like Abracadabra or
Oh,
something because I
yeah.
need to know
But
what's
when you said she's come back, I thought, because she was never in Sun was big like ages ago now.
What did you just say?
Never Ending Sun was big ages ago.
No,
wasn't it?
Never Ending Sun is called Midnight Sun.
Midnight's Never Ending Sun.
And that came out, that's our most
The
recent.
movie.
That came out like 9 months ago.
Aye, it came out in summer, but it is rose up. But Lush Life, her song that came out 10 years ago.
Was that 10 years ago?
I'm pretty sure it's 2016. Or,
Oh my
Or
God.
17. And she's that's charting again. Like really well, like really high
That's
up in the charts.
interesting, isn't
Because
it?
of a viral video of our fan coming on and doing a dance really well at a concert. And it's just all coming together, right? But I had to check that it wasn't just me because there was never a point where
No,
I
I'm
wasn't
seeing a
seeing what
lot
Zara
more-
Larson was doing.
I'm seeing
I've
a
been
lot
there.
more Zara Larson, to be honest.
And I'm
which
happy for my Swedish friend,
Yeah,
Zara.
yeah.
And I've been on such a fan
She's
of her
such
forever.
an ageless wonder. Like, she looks exactly the
She's
same as when she
as
first
us.
appeared.
No, she's 1997, and I'm 96.
She's younger than I.
She is, but she has been around since she's so young.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like Rihanna, because you're like, in your head, you're like, how was Rihanna not like 40? But it's because Rihanna was making
Yeah,
music since she was
true.
15. Like, but with Zara Larson, I remember discovering her years ago when I was a child, because there was a viral video, a la the Susan Boyle era, of Zara Larson as a child singing on Sweden's Got Talent.
Oh, really?
And she was going, I believe the children are our future.
Well, this is like that video of Jessie Buckley resurfacing when she was
yeah.
doing Nancy and the Oliver show.
That is quite an iconic trajectory.
Very iconic. Like, it just goes to show you.
Yeah, and love Jessie Buckley.
Yeah. It's
Love
true.
her accents that she does.
I
Like,
do love them.
no, I do. I do really love Jessie
Yeah, I
Buckley, and I
love
think
her.
she's great. But
But that
I
is so
need to
funny.
say it while Rose apologised to me personally. Sorry, next.
That's so funny. The Nancy from the Oliver thing that was a TV show.
Yeah, that is
But
amazing.
Zara, yeah, she's
And Denise fan out and said she's not got acting chops, which is hilarious because she's about to win an Oscar.
That's so funny. You've not
So
got
funny.
acting chops.
Yeah, and she took it on board. She said she's taking on Denise's feedback. And then Denise went and bloody married one of the Joseph one.
Did she?
Remember Joe or whatever he was called? It became a kind of celebrity and they got together.
Why?
From the like she was on the Nancy one, then there was the Joseph one.
Oh yeah,
Joseph
Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Any
Technicolor.
dream will do.
Yeah,
Any
I
dream
close
will
my
do.
eyes.
I'm going to get back to Zara Larson, but first,
Sorry, I know, we digress.
I want to say first, when I was a child, one of those. Now I speak about things feeling haunting that you watched as a child, but they're not even haunting. It's about the quality of the DVD you had and all
Yeah.
that, and the sound, and I had a video of Donny Osmond's Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat movie with like Joan Collins in it or something.
Ooh.
And I remember it was so weird and kind of sexual in a weird way because he was always like spray tanned with his top off, and Joan Collins was like trying to seduce him with nipple tassels on.
But that is exactly like Andrew Lloyd Webber's Cats, because
Yeah.
I had that on video and I used to watch all the time. But it was a video of the stage show. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there was a
I think
weird,
this film might have been as well.
weird sexual vibe with all of them that I'd like to revisit actually through a new
I
lens
wonder if it
of
was
adulthood.
Andy Lloyd that done that one.
It was at
The
maybe,
joke.
but
It
this.
was.
Aye.
So see what I mean? He would have
Pervert.
been feeding those
And
tones
he's a bastard,
through.
isn't he? Fuck you, Andrew Lloyd Webber, if you're
I
listening.
think he's
Yeah, I said that. If you're little, there goes my West
he
End
literally
dreams.
will not be able to hear through his jibbles. Like he will not be able to hear a word.
And he's an evil bastard. And how bad is that I'm saying that so confidently and cruelly, and I can't remember why.
Yeah, exactly. I was
He
going to say, what
definitely
are,
is
the
a cruel Tory,
what are the accusations?
and that's enough.
Yeah,
That's enough.
that's
said.
enough about him.
But do you know who's not cruel or anything bad? Zara Larson. So when she did, I believe the children are future, and she was like a child with an amazing voice. I was on the train since then because we were both children, and now we're both adults. And I know that a really strong point in our friendship was both independent. It happened a lot for us, actually, a real bonding experience that we've felt over the years, that we were both independently fans of songs that maybe not even we knew music people didn't because they weren't like acclaimed
Yeah, they were
songs.
just like not really the ones that people would go for from the
Aye.
obvious choices.
And once again, it all comes back to what we need to do is go on the hit list. But I was
Yeah.
told
yeah,
by someone that worked there that we're not famous enough to be on the celebrity one, but we have too much of a platform to be in the civilian one.
So the worst place you can ever be in life is the grey area when you
Between
want
the
to
hit
go on the
list.
hit list. And I really want to go on it so badly because see,
Kendra,
even-
we would win whatever the prize
no,
is.
we would, because I was doing a Christmas quiz at my work night out, and there was a round where it was like guess the intros, and I genuinely was the most locked in you've ever seen me when it comes to like a quiz format, and everyone was like, "You're so good at that," and I was like, "I know, genuinely, it is just my strong suit. Like, I really, 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 really need to hone in on that."
We need a chance. Give us a chance. It's made in
Rochelle-
Scotland.
Rochelle and Marvin, please.
Marvin, I want you to know this, right? See, when why am I speaking as if we can hear?
We'll clip this. We'll put everyone can
We'll
push
do
this one.
Saying this, Rochelle and Marvin, please, is so funny.
Michelle, right? No, let's make a plea to the
Okay.
middle camera,
Okay.
or both our cameras. What do you think, Lorenzo?
Okay.
I will swap between your cameras. Go
Okay.
to your
Okay, you look
window
at
your
yours, and look at
cameras.
mine. Rochelle and Marvin, please.
Humes.
Paul,
Humes.
you're not looking at your camera, Paul.
That's good. We'll leave that in. Michelle and Marvin Humes.
Humes.
Me. This is me, and I'm Paul.
Kendra and Paul Humes.
This is us, right? And we want to be on the hit
Yeah.
list.
We know we can bring something to your Shiny Floor show that's never been brought before.
And we want to win, but we were told we will win. As a special talent we have, but we were told that we're not famous enough to be on the celebrity version, but we have too much of a platform to be on the civilian version. So we want you to work that out for us.
Yeah.
And please, and Marvin and Rochelle, it goes without saying, I've actually met you once outside the Armadillo when I
Have
was
ya?
14. Yeah. I waited with one of my friends to
You
meet the
should have dropped
Saturdays
that in earlier.
when I was straight. But Marvin, and now I'll get to you. When I was 21, I went to Berlin, and I'd recently lost a lot of weight, so I was experimenting with some fashion styles.
Where the fuck is this going?
It's important. And I got a long wool coat. And look, it wasn't, I put an image on screen.
Was it beige?
It was a beige long coat, and I wasn't pulling it off. And I was feeling confident when I bought it for Top Man, and I walked out the street, and one of my friends started immediately calling it my Marvin. Because it was a JL or just my JLS jacket.
It was your damn. The
Yeah.
doctor's just finished telling me there's no time.
And also, Rochelle, Marvin, we know how it's all. We're in this, right?
Yeah.
Reach out.
Find us a
contact
spot
us.
in the grey area, Marvin and Rochelle Humes, and we will inhabit it.
Thank you and good night.
Right.
Okay, that'll work. We'll put that in socials.
That will absolutely work.
Back to Zara Larson.
Yeah.
The never ending. The,
The
never ending.
I don't love that one.
Oh, it's Kendra. You need to listen to that album. It's
I
so
need to
good.
learn how to do the Midnight Sun dance.
Midnight Sundance too hard. You should learn to do the Lush Life dance.
How's
I
that?
can teach you.
Is it,
It's good.
you know I'm not good with
No, it's
routines.
really easy. But I like that she's in. I like when people commit to a brand aesthetic for an album, and she's doing it for this one, and it's really fun and summery and all that. But Lush Life and Midnight Sun doing really well. But out here, me and Kendra bonded so hard over, and I'm going to say it, one of the greatest pop songs ever made,
Yeah.
and that is All the Time.
From the breaking of the day till the middle of the night, I try.
To forget about you, baby.
And I die. And also, why is it so funny when me
From
and
the
Paul always
breaking of
laugh
the
at
day.
this so much when she says in earnest, everyone's been wearing your perfume.
And she's talking about a man.
I've never heard that accusation levelled against anybody before. Everybody is wearing your perfume
But she's trying to forget about him, but she can't because
No,
she's
she
thinking about him
can't.
from the breaking of the day
till the middle of the night.
all the time.
It's so good a song.
Please
Like, it's
go and listen
so,
to it now if you
so
don't know after this
good.
episode ends.
It's
But
so
thank
good.
you, Zara. I'm happy for you. And I'm really, do you know what one I'm really loving? I've been touring stateside, kissing my Swedish boy over FaceTime.
I'm going to need to get involved
That's
again
Pink
because
Panthers.
I'm still behind. I feel
Well, she's got a Swedish boyfriend
I need to get back
and she's
involved.
been kissing him over FaceTime.
I need to reinvest.
Yeah, well, just stateside remix with Zara Larson.
Right. Okay.
But did you see what she did that was so ledge the other day? She posted saying something like, she wrote like, fuck ICE, whatever. And then she goes, I love immigrants. I love queer people. I love blah, blah. And lists all these people. And one of them she just wrote, I love criminals. And amongst it. And I was like, okay, real.
Yeah.
Me too.
All of them.
And I was like, and then she clarified in the next story and she was like, yeah, I do. The reason I said I love criminals is obviously because there's lots of people that shouldn't be in jail
Yeah.
that are.
Falsely
And also
incarcerated.
so many circumstances. And yeah, I'll say again, she went, also, she says, the reason I'm kissing my Swedish boy over FaceTime is because he's not allowed to come to America because he was charged with possessing weed when he was like 17.
Really? So he can't go to America?
And she's like, dumb fucking rule.
I thought that they were quite chill in Sweden.
Not in America.
Right,
you can't.
okay, I get you.
I just thought, love you even more, Zara Larsson. I love criminals.
I'm intrigued. I'm going to pay closer attention to her re-up.
And Sweden's done a lot for us, so pop music wise, and we'll just keep going back, and that's what it keeps going back.
Yeah, well, I was actually, not to be cliche, but I was at IKEA the other night, and I was just thinking, these meatballs.
Sweden, incredible.
They just never miss. They do not miss these meatballs, the gravy, the lingonberry sauce, the
Lingonberry
mash.
Jam matcha.
You have to let it lingonberry jam matcha.
Yeah,
We'll be having that.
And I love refilling my drink at IKEA. I don't know if you're supposed
With
to.
the lingonberry juice.
Lingonberry juice is fucking dime cake.
Yeah. Oh, I got no, they've been getting quite adventurous with the desserts at IKEA because there was a cheesecake and there was a horse cake that I got, and the horse cake was a carrot cake with a horse silhouette chocolate stuck on top. And I thought, you've just done what you want with that.
It does kind of feel like that in IKEA. See, it's like with the
like
mains.
a carrot cake that's called a horse cake. It feels
No, it
kinda
does feel like
that.
they kind of just go, we're doing this today. Because it's like, if you're not getting your meatballs or fish and chips, the other options are always so fucking random.
There's always salmon lingering.
Aye, or there's a random pasta, or there's like, but two of my cousins used to work in IKEA, right? And when they worked there, I was not of working age yet. And it was my dream to work in IKEA because when they told me that because IKEA breakfast is fucking amazing.
I've
right?
never had one before.
But
I
see, with
always
your
go
family
for
card.
dins. So right, this
cheap
is
as chips.
So I made sure that I got a family card the other night. But then I remember one time me and Bethany went, and I think it was on a Friday night. They do a deal where genuinely like the meatball meal is like fucking £4 or something. It's so cheap with your family card on certain nights. So I need to target it on those nights.
It's always affordable anyway. That's the thing.
I feel really safe in IKEA, and I want to keep feeling
today.
that way. I
need a
went
Pax
last
wardrobe.
Sunday, and I saw a Pax wardrobe.
I'm going to get one on finance.
Yeah, I seen it and I thought it looked great.
Do you think that's okay to pay up a Pax wardrobe?
Well, loads of people
it's
pay
£600 the one
up
about
furniture, don't they?
I like to spend a lot of time building them.
Yeah, do you like that?
No, I mean not in that way. I mean virtually on their virtual Pax wardrobe builder.
Right. Well, that wasn't clear. It was much more understandable when you said you wanted to build it. I thought you've changed.
My virtual Pax builder for fun sometimes. And I like, because you can, I'm not saying let me tell you, Kendra, you can switch it up on there. You can go, maybe I'll have 3 drawers and a row of hangers. Oh, do you know what? Maybe I want a hat shelf. Or maybe I want pull-out drawers for my shoes. Or maybe I want it to be the size of length of my entire house. Maybe I want it to curve at the corner.
Are you not interested or invested in Omar's?
Who the hell's that?
Omar is it's like similar vibe of Pax, but not at all, where it's like stainless steel metal, but you can build and have all different levels of shelves that you add and take away. It's like storage or shelving unit, but it's metal. You'll know it when you see it.
For my clothes.
Yeah, for clothes or for like, or
Mechanics.
it's honestly, it's so versatile, but it's the Omar range at IKEA, and you can build and change different things the same way. It's very versatile.
I'm getting bored. See, ever since I actually completed my dream, the only dream I've ever fully fulfilled of getting my Jitebo couch.
Yeah, that
off
couch
Marketplace
is lovely.
for a fraction of the price, and it was brand new.
Yeah, well,
oh my God, I'm so lucky.
Well, you know what? But see, because obviously, speaking of houses, I'm obviously moving, and I was so ready to go on the Facebook Marketplace hunt and find a modular couch because I would love that too, and it's the dream. But now I've moved somewhere furnished, and the furnish is lovely, which I wasn't expecting.
And what's your couch like? I can't remember.
Like the one that I'm moving into, like a green. So there's like it's actually kind of burnt orange, which I wouldn't be obsessed with, but it goes with the room. A burnt orange like sofa, and then a green armchair, which is lovely. So I don't need to do the furnishing elements.
See, I've got a green couch, and then my lovely IKEA chairs, actually dining chairs. You know those ones that are so affordable when they come in green, burnt orange, or navy.
Yeah.
And they're like the other side of my dining table. They are burnt orange. So we're
I'm leaning into being in IKEA a lot right now, and I want to target Dunelm hard.
Yeah, it's good.
I want to hit up Dunelm.
Strange layout for a shop, but cushions galore. Oh my God, do you want a cushion?
Website I probably prefer a bit more, but right now my focus
We've
for
got
the
a
next
Dunelm rug under our feet right now.
For the next month, I think it's going to be very homeware based for me. So that's kind of the zone I'm going to be in if anyone needs me for anything.
And you'll get flat warming gifts.
Do you think?
Yeah, like a nice wee accessory plant.
I hope I get
etc.
well wishes.
Why don't you just start saying I don't? Why don't you say now? I obviously don't want any like gifts or anything.
I'm
It's
acting
fine.
like I'm getting engaged.
Well, we need to celebrate the wins, and
I know,
and
that's true.
This doomed generation.
I was also acting like I'd bought the flat when I'm simply renting, but so.
Don't heckle yourself.
You're right.
There is
You're
no
right.
celebrate the wins.
I could be under a bridge.
Kendra, I'm telling you right now, unless I become a millionaire, and I mean a millionaire, I'm never buying a home.
Do you think that's
I'm
true?
Absolutely. There is no way it can't happen. Because one, I'm never going to stop going on holiday
Yeah.
for like. Do you think I'm not going to go on holiday for like 2 years?
I
at
know, and
least?
that's how you save, isn't it?
I'm never going to get a real job again. It can't happen. I'd
I
rather be
know.
on the street. But after, because I know I can't.
But it's about building a home wherever you are, like, isn't
Yeah, and I
it?
do
Finding a home where you are.
and I build a disastrous like. my house is clean right now, everyone.
Oh, no.
It's always clean. I mean, it's tidy.
Did you do like a wee...
I've just had
a zhoosh?
a different mindset. I don't know. It's something flip. One day, you know, if you remember, we lived together. I would often like have a clothing rail, which I think we're done with having a clothing rail instead of a wardrobe. It's not big enough,
No.
and it's not stable
A
enough.
clothing rail is for select pieces,
Yeah.
which has never been
That's
the
what
case
I'm
for
doing
me
with it
because
now.
I've just been using everything. But I'm like, no, it actually looks so cluttered. I do have, and I'm so excited about the amount of storage that I have in my new flat because I've just not had that
Yeah.
in any flat I've been in that I can actually remember.
Damn.
So I've had
I'm
to.
so excited for my storage.
I've had to. I am.
Hear it.
I've had to.
Hear it out your mouth.
I know that's where I'm at. That's
Yeah.
where I'm at. But there's a walk-in wardrobe that could also be a bedroom for a dog. So what I'm trying to pitch more than I think we shouldn't necessarily want to put our clothes in there. I think that could be a dog's bedroom and then all the little cubby holes are for the dog's clothes and the dog's hobbies.
See, when you get a dog, I'm going to be like, you know, like when a lassie spends her full life with a guy and then like all she ever wanted was a Wayne and then he never gave it to her and then he patches her in a horrible way and she's heartbroken. Then he goes with a lassie for 2 weeks and she's pregnant. That's how I'm going to feel when you have another dog.
That is
Even though that's not what it is because we had a dog. But I'm going to be like, oh, can I come see your dog? And then I'll cry while I'm clapping it.
But that is why I am
I
genuinely.
really hope you do get one.
I am scared though because I've often, and especially when I'm drunk, I'm often worried that I'll never love a dog the way I love Dorinda, and that's unfair on the dog. And then everyone's like, "You won't love it the same way you love Dorinda. You will love it differently." And I'm like, "But I don't want to love it different." It's like when you can't accept that you're getting broken up with.
Well,
it's like that.
aye. But it's also like now when like your grandparents, most people's grandparents are really like they get a second go at being a parent basically. So they go, I fucked up on my Waynes and now I've got grand Waynes.
Yeah.
I can actually be a great part of
Yeah.
their life and just be a nice wee sweet person that gives them everything they want and be kind
Yeah.
of emotional with them the way I couldn't with my children. Not that you weren't like that with Dorinda,
Yeah.
but you,
It's a second chance.
It's a second chance, a sec chance at life.
I know. So I'm going to be patient with it because I don't want to rush it. And I don't want to put the cart before the horse, which is my new favourite thing to say. But I just know in my heart that the dog's bedroom is there for the taking.
Yeah.
And it's the wardrobe, the walk-in space is directly adjoining to the bedroom. So it makes sense. And it's a great compromise between me not having a dog in bed, but having it in my eye line.
I'll be in the bed.
Do you think?
I hope you get your Staffney called Daphne. Oh,
Staffney.
wait, it's Staffy. The fact is
Staffy
like,
called
oh my God, how have I never
Daphne.
noticed it rhymes? Because it doesn't.
I know, I think it's coming down the tracks this year, but I don't want to jinx it. But at the same time, I also want to put it out into the atmosphere so it becomes more real.
Well, I will watch your dog any day of the week.
Thank you.
And know that that's true and
Yeah.
that you have that option because I know
It takes a
and I need
village.
it. It does.
It takes a village.
You'll be surprised to know that that is us for this week because we have actually spoken about everything in the world. So thank you very much. You've been listening to Who Agrees with me, Paul Black.
And me, Kendra McPherson. And as always, huge thanks to our sponsor, Iola, for looking after our eyes at a time when we're indoors a lot more, looking at all of those dastardly screens.
And we can't stop. The screens are everywhere. Phones, iPads, laptops, Apple Watches.
You name them.
Give your eyes a break.
Yep. And that's why it's so good to have blue light lenses in your gorgeous glasses to protect you at all times when you're burning those retinas up on the old iPad.
And you can add these lenses to absolutely any of the specs at Iola, and you can check them out from the link in our bio.
Check them on out.
So don't forget to subscribe to us on Patreon. We have a lovely community there with bonus content, and you should check it out. And leave us a review. Watch full episodes on YouTube.
Yes,
Follow us everywhere. Do all the things. Come see me on tour. Thank you so much. Love you.
Bye.